Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars and welcome to another PlayStation 4 review. Today's review is for Snowrunner. Now, I must apologise straight off the bat if you can hear noises in the background. I've got a fan on in the room because it's so warm today, and my PlayStation fan is going a bit mental as well, so apologies for that if you can hear any background noise. Now, this game came out, I believe, in April for PlayStation 4. And it is a game, I will be perfectly honest, initially I had zero interest in at all playing this game. It didn't seem like my sort of game at all. My understanding is it's the sequel to Mudrunner, again a game I didn't play. But these last few weeks I've been finding some videos on this. It's like turned up on my YouTube, you know, interest videos. I've been watching some Snowrunner videos, and in actual fact I realised actually this could be a perfect game for me. If anybody watches my reviews, you know I'm constantly seeking relaxing games to play, chill out games to play. I'm past all the Call of Duty phase of games and really fast paced games that you need, you know, your attention span bang on and all that kind of stuff. I'm not interested in that so much anymore, not really. I like games that I can just chill out and play. And after seeing some videos on this, I thought, oh, I may have misjudged this game. So what is this game about? Well, essentially this is like a driving physics game, I suppose. Now, it's called Snowrunner, but the title is a little bit misleading because it's not just snow that you're travelling around in, it's all terrains basically. And essentially you start initially in the USA, and you're on this quite a large map. And the story is here that there's been like a huge flood, and you are sent in to try and help restore the area by delivering equipment to factories and farms, building bridges, all this kind of stuff, to try and get the area back up and running. And you have to do that by using a multitude of vehicles. Now, initially you start off with a couple of pretty crappy vehicles. You'll see in this video that I'm actually using a couple of early vehicles that you can buy if you get the season pass, or if you can buy them individually as well. And the reason I have got them is because I did buy the season pass. I realised quite quickly that this is a game that I'm actually going to really enjoy, so I invested in the season pass for this game. So I've got these cars that have been accused of giving gamers an early advantage, and I can kind of understand that. So you've got these vehicles, and the idea is that you go to certain parts in this map, you are given jobs to do, and these jobs can range from delivering materials, and that could be wood, metal frames, metal pipes, bricks, you name it, special parts, all this kind of stuff to different areas of the map. Now that sounds really simple. However, this is no normal driving game, because the terrain that you have to traverse to get from these A to B positions is challenging, to say the least. Very muddy, water everywhere, like burst water, you know, rivers overflowing, floods, bridges that have gone down, so you've got to cross over waterways, and huge, big pools of mud to drive through. And if you haven't got the right vehicle, you're not going to get very far at all, especially when you're carting a big trailer behind you. So you've got to plan this route very, very specifically. You've got to find the least restrictive route, and initially you'll start planning it out and stuff on the map. Very, very useful to do that. Try and find the least resistive route. However, that's easier said than done, because there's usually always a restrictive route on these maps. So then you have to make sure that the vehicle that you're in is kitted out correctly. It's got the right tyres, it's got the right power to ratio, it's got all-wheel drive, differential lock, all this kind of stuff that will give you an edge to get you through some of this terrain to get you from A to B. And that's the challenge here. It's like solving puzzles. And I can't honestly remember playing a game where the sense of reward when you get to this delivery point and drop off these materials, and the reward in actual fact is quite small. You'll get some points so you can level up, and you'll get a monetary. You'll get some money which you can put towards buying in-game trucks and off-road vehicles, that kind of stuff. So it's not so much that reward that is rewarding, it's the actual you've done it. You planned the route properly, you got through that difficult part, and you got to your destination. And that isn't going to take you 10 minutes. Usually some of these missions could take between 1 and 3 hours sometimes to complete, just literally going from one point of the map to the other. And sometimes you can spend a good hour and a half, maybe longer, trying to complete a route, and you get stuck, completely and utterly stuck. You try and use a winch, because all the vehicles, generally speaking, have got winches that you can use, but if you have no winch points, you've had it, you're screwed. So you try and use every trick in the book to try and get you through these difficult sections of the maps, but sometimes it's not possible. So you're given the option to recover your vehicle back to your garage. There's no real you don't get punished for doing that really. You get a free refuel and your vehicle's repaired for no cost, no extra cost. But the punishment really is you've got to start again, and you've just lost an hour and a half trying to get to that position. But you learn from the experience and you think, right, what am I going to do? So you've got to kind of plan it. Or sometimes your vehicle will get stuck in this big pool of mud, so you'll swap to another vehicle that will come out and try and help pull you out of that situation, so that you don't have to go back to the starting point. So you've got, and sometimes when you do that and you try something, you think, oh, I wonder if I do this, if I send that truck out and I try and tow myself out of this situation, if it'll work. And you go out there and you try it, and lo and behold, you get it to work, and it's such a sense of achievement. So this game is incredibly frustrating, but really, really rewarding and a lot of fun to play. I must admit, I'm having an awful lot of fun with this game. Now, this game doesn't come without some problems. I have read and watched a lot of reports that this suffers from a lot of bugs. I'll be perfectly honest, I haven't experienced a great deal of bugs. Not that I can recall, certainly not game-breaking ones, but I'm on a PS4 Pro. I don't know if that makes a difference. But I have seen some videos of people reporting a multitude of problems, certainly on consoles, and a lack of interaction from the developers to try and sort this. So just be warned, you may experience some bugs. I'm just saying I haven't personally experienced any bugs. There is like I say, there is real money you can spend on the DLC vehicles and the season pass, but all the games that you buy in the map are all discoverable, if you like, or you can go into the store and buy them with in-game credit, not real money. There's all sorts of jobs to do on these maps, very, very busy. Some of them are menial tasks that you won't be interested in, but you can go out there with a scout off-roader and find these vehicles stuck in mud, trailers stuck in mud, and you can keep, if you can get them out, you can keep them. Those are yours, so you can either bring them back to your garage, repair them, refuel them, keep them, or sell them on for a profit. And there's a multiplayer option as well here. You can get a number of friends to come into your game, and you can all kind of play on the same maps. I mean, you can even play on different maps. Personally, I'll be honest, I haven't tried the multiplayer option, and I have mentioned this in previous reviews. I'm just not a fan of multiplayer. It's just not my bag, and so I've been playing this essentially single player, and I've been making progress in the game. I've been able to do some jobs. I've played about 30 hours of this game. I wanted to get further into this game, a few more maps and things, just to give you more in-depth review, but I realised fairly quickly that this game, you could easily sink hundreds of hours into it. So I wanted to get a review up to give you my impressions of the game. It is a very, very rewarding game. It's fun to play, but be warned, it's not for everybody. You need a lot of patience to play this game. The physics are fantastic, the mud physics and all that kind of stuff. The graphics are very, very impressive. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a very, very unique game. I've never really played anything like it, but it is definitely a very, very good game, and I'm interested to see where the developers are going to take it with the extra content and things. So that is my review for Snowrunner. I hope you found it useful and you enjoyed it. And of course though, I will be back with more reviews on Screen Stars very soon.